Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Command AA, and this is your preview for the Chelsea versus Borussia Monchengladbach, which will be taking place at the Borussia Park tomorrow, 4 p.m. kickoff in Germany. And obviously the first preview of the preseason. I know it's the last game preseason. Apologies for not doing previews for the other games. Obviously this has taken a lot of research. I've done so much background information regarding Borussia Mönchengladbach. This is going to be a very detailed preview. Going to give you guys background information on Mönchengladbach, the type of formations that they used in the past, the type of formation that we could be coming up against tomorrow, the type of players, Dangerman, their manager Marco Rose in particular. Going to be mentioning a lot of stuff, giving you guys a predicted lineup from my side as well for Chelsea, and also score prediction. Going to give you guys my thoughts on how tactically we can outsmart them, as Marco Rose is a fantastic manager. Going to be delving into all of that in the preview. But if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I do upload, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Leave me your score predictions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, getting into a bit of background information regarding Borussia Mönchengladbach. I was doing some research. Obviously, if there's any German fans or Borussia Mönchengladbach, please feel free to comment down below if there's anything that I'm going to miss out here that you can include there, which will kind of help all the Chelsea fans who watch this video, and also me included as well. Basically, some background information about, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now, basically, they finished 5th last year in the Bundesliga under Dieter Hecking. They sold their star player, obviously, Eden Hazard's younger brother, to Dortmund. Now, I just want to mention Borussia Dortmund have had a fantastic transfer window, signing Eden Hazard for around 22 million, signing Julian Brandt for 22 million. They've had a fantastic window, so yeah, they lost their star man to Dortmund, which will hinder them a lot in this game and this season. However, they have a very good and young squad. Their newly appointed manager, Marco Rose, who is a very, very good and talented young manager. Last season, he was at RB Salzburg, the last team we faced, and drove them deep into the Europa League runs after beating Marseille, Borussia Dortmund and others, including beating Napoli in a 3-1 win last campaign. And they changed between different formations, which I'll delve into, between the 4-2-3-1 to the 4-3-2-1, and then finally to the 4-4-2. They switched between these type of formations, and the 4-4-2 was the preferred formation of Marco Rose at RB Salzburg. So that is a likely formation we may be coming up against tomorrow. They also bought in the transfer market in Bolo, who's a very good player that I was watching a lot, and I've known him for a few years now. He's very good. And Marcus Thuram, Lilian Thuram, who is his son, has also signed for them. And they've won 6 out of their last 7 games in this pre-season, only losing their last game against Athletic Bilbao 2-0. So, like I said, as you can see, their record this pre-season has been fantastic. They've only lost 1 game, which was 4 days ago against Athletic Bilbao 2-0. However, after looking at their pre-season games, there wasn't really much competition, and the opposition wasn't the best. They played Istanbul, Başakşehir, which is a team that I know very well. They played other teams as well, other top teams. So at the end of the day, the opposition wasn't the best. So we have to take that into context. We have to take that into consideration. But they are going to be tough opposition. You have to give them respect. They won 6 out of their 7. And Marco Rose is a tactical genius. He's one of the best young managers out there. And it's definitely going to be a type of manager that's very talented and will definitely drive himself to the top. Now, analysing their last defeat against Athletic Bilbao. Now, obviously, they lost 2-0. Athletic Bilbao are quite a good opposition. Now, basically, regarding their starting lineup, they had Jan Sommer, who's a very top keeper for them, started in goal behind a back four of Michael Lang, Matthäus Ginter, Nico Elvedi and Andres Poulsen. Tobias Strobel started in midfield alongside Florian Neuhaus and Michael Cousins, as Borussia Mönchengladbach started with a 4-3-3. So the defeat last time out against Athletic Bilbao was the formation they used was the 4-3-3. Like I mentioned there, they used different types of variations, especially with Marco Rose being a new manager. He's going to be using different types of formations depending on the opposition. But Torben Musel, Keenan Bennett and Alessane Pli starting attack. Now, Pli is a top young talent. Now, he was a player Chelsea were even in fact looking at a couple of years ago, and a few top clubs were circling around Pli. So if he does play, keep your eye out for him. He's a top young talent, and he can easily cause us a lot of issues tomorrow. Now, that was basically how they started against Athletic Bilbao. Now, obviously, they lost that game 2-0, but before that, they were unbeaten in pre-season. Now, I'm going to cast your minds back to another game they played, which is Istanbul Başakşehir, which is obviously they won 5-1. It was a pre-season game they won. And in this particular game, they used a 4-4-2 formation, a formation I just described earlier, which is one that Marco Rose uses a lot. Jan Sommer in goal, Benz, their left back, Cousins and Ginter, Herman, Jancic, Kramer, Lena, Plea, which I mentioned is a top talent, Paulson and Zakaria. Now, I'll probably butcher some of those pronunciations, so apologies for that. But my point I'm trying to make here is they use different formations, but you're probably thinking, so what is the formation will they be using in tomorrow's game? Now, if you ask me, I believe they'll be using a 4-4-2 to counter our formation. The reason why I don't believe they'll be going for the formation they lost to Athletic Bilbao is because obviously they lost. So obviously there's something that's not going right, and of course, it's a style of play we have. We play completely differently to Athletic Bilbao. Our formation is completely different. We obviously use between two formations, the 4-1-2-1-2, the diamond midfield formation, or we use the 4-2-3-1 formation. Now, tomorrow, I believe that we'll be going for a 4-2-3-1 formation. I'll give you guys my predicted lineup in just a second. But the reason why I believe that Marco Rose will be using a 4-4-2 formation for Borussia Monchengladbach is to counter that. Now, by having the two banks of four, it keeps them very compact in midfield. And if we did use a diamond formation, then the two strikers would be completely isolated out of the game. The two strikers have to operate in between lines between the bank of four of the midfield and the bank of four of the defence. They'd be completely isolated from the game. Their movement would have to be on point. And I think going for a diamond formation tomorrow wouldn't be the most suitable. However, with a 4-2-3-1, it provides width. We've got the two inverted wingers in the Lampard system. They provide the width. We've got the ongoing bombing fullback of Emerson Asby. Obviously, Asby hasn't got the legs, but Emerson is able to overlap, etc., link up the play, cut inside, act as an inside midfielder. And then obviously by having the 4-2-3-1, we have that double pivot of Jorginho and Kovacic as that double pivot to basically counter anything stopping them. So I do believe that I think he will be using a 4-4-2, but we can easily counter that with a 4-2-3-1 because we can provide the width for the inverted wingers, allowing Emerson and Aspi to overlap, operate between the lines, and obviously we've got that double pivot that worked fantastically well so far this pre-season, and that's what I believe they'll be going. I believe that Marco Rose will be using a 4-4-2, as if we did use a diamond formation, it'd be suicide. I don't think tactically it would be outclassed in this game. I think that they'll be using a 4-4-2. But getting to squad team news for Chelsea now, obviously fantastic news that all you guys want to hear is N'Golo Kante travel with the squad to Germany. He will be featuring in tomorrow's game, which is really, really exciting. Obviously, he's been suffering from that injury ever since the Europa League final. Obviously, we all know that he was on injections. He wasn't even 100% for the Arsenal game. However, he has gone for rehab. He's recovered his knee injury, and he's now officially travelled. It was on Chelsea's official website and they tweeted it, so if you're unsure, go check. But I can 100% confirm he has travelled the squad to Germany and looks like he will be getting some minutes. Now, I don't think he's going to start, which is why you're going to see my predicted lineup in a minute. But I think that he will feature. Now, getting to my predicted lineup, like I said, I've gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation to counter Marco Rose's 4-4-2 formation. Borussia Monchengladbach, Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, Emerson and Azpilicueta. Obviously, Reece James is injured. I'll go for a centre-back partnership of Zuma and Christensen. I think that's our best centre-back partnership, but we will see centre-backs interchanging constantly. Zuma on the left centre-back, which is a position he was playing constantly for Everton. Andreas Christensen is the right centre-back. Double pivot of Jorginho and Kovacic have been superb this pre-season. I'm going to go with Mason Mount in number 10 as well. He's going to probably, utilise Mason Mount. He didn't really feature last game. And Ross Barkley had a proper full run out. Give Mason Mount a chance, an opportunity to shine in that number 10 position. And then the wingers are Pulisic left wing, Pedro right wing, and Michy Batshuayi up front. That's my predicted lineup. Leave me your predicted lineup in the comment section below. But the reason, like I said, I've gone for the 4-2-3-1 is going for a diamond formation. I do believe Marco Rose will be able to counter that. He's a very tactical genius. He'll be able to counter that diamond formation. But with the 4-2-3-1, we provide the width. We have the Jorginho and Kovacic pivot in the midfield as well. We can bring on Kante if we're lacking that high intensity. Mount is a very hard worker as well. He's got the high intensity, really good defensive work rate. So if we are getting tactically outclassed or the midfielders getting overrun, we've got Mount for defensive support, which Barkley can't offer. And we've got Michy Batshuayi, that Pulisic, that link up that happened at Borussia Dortmund a couple of seasons ago. You've got that chemistry there as well. I think that's going to be really, really suitable. And Pulisic, obviously, left wing is his preferred position, so it makes sense to put him there. And yeah, I want to try out this Zuma and Christensen centre partnership. But that's going to be my predicted lineup. Leave me your predicted lineup in the comment section below. I'm also going to give you guys my score prediction for the game. I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory to the Chelsea. It's going to be in Borussia Park in Germany, playing against Borussia Monchengladbach. Hopefully, you guys watch the game. It's tomorrow, 4 PM kickoff. But yeah, leave me your score prediction and your predicted lineup in the comments section below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. If you're new around here, hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I do upload. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.